Dang, Skippy! Where are my manners? Introductions! Call me Deadpool.
Deadpool was created by writer Fabian Nicieza and artist Rob Liefeld, and first appeared in New Mutants Volume 1, number 98. Wade Wilson's origin is a bit sketchy, just like that of the Joker. It's changed over the years, but basically it's this. Wade is a former soldier who got cancer. He then broke up with his girlfriend and feeling that he didn't have anything to live for, agreed to be part of Department K, who then shipped him to the Weapon X program for a special experiment to cure his cancer. And well, one thing leads to another. And we get the Deadpool we have today. My history with Deadpool is complicated. Those aware of his history know that back in the day, people saw him as a ripoff of Slade Wilson, also known as Deathstroke the Terminator. Not me. As a kid, I saw him as a ripoff of Spider-Man. Annoyingly quippy, interesting red and black costume. For a few months in the 90s, Spidey's suit was red and black instead of red and blue. White eyes, well, you get the point. He just seemed like a bootleg or D-grade version of Spider-Man. So yeah, I didn't like him that much. So what happened? Well, my opinion of the character changed a few years later after reading his two miniseries where his personality started to become more fully formed and its own thing. So when he finally got his first ongoing series, I was on board. While Deadpool has at least 3 ongoing series so far, I feel his best was his first one, and that series also contains my all-time favorite Deadpool issue. Issue 11 is part 2 of a storyline where a down-in-the-dumps Deadpool takes his den mother / hostage Blind Owl to the aquarium and runs into the Great Lakes Avengers. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean the Lightning Rods. A fight and fat jokes ensue, and both Blind Owl and Wade fall into Doorman and travel back in time, which leads us to Issue 11, where Wade and Blind Owl have traveled back in time to the Silver Age, and in order to return to their own time, they have to impersonate Peter Parker and Aunt May. As the credits say, this issue was based in part on Amazing Spider-Man number 47, and the Deadpool parts do have a Silver Agey vibe. Actually, Blind Owl and Deadpool are integrated into Amazing Spider-Man number 47 the same way Tom Hanks was in Forrest Gump. And no, it's not coincidence. Also, Uatu the Watcher makes a cameo at the beginning and the end of the issue. I'm not sure why on page 3, panel 1, he resembles a cross between Brainiac and the Green Goblin though. Wait, you may be asking, if Blind Owl and Wade are impersonating Aunt May and Peter Parker, then what's preventing Petey and Aunt May from coming back into the story too soon? Well, Wade gets rid of Peter pretty easily. As for Aunt May, he gets a bit more creative. The enjoyment of this story comes from seeing modern characters interact with well-known characters in another time and place. Although this is set up as a Deadpool and Blind Owl story, its real focus is Weasel in my opinion. We get an origin story for him, we see his link to a couple of characters, and we get to see where it all went wrong for him. Now before I continue, here is a list of a few of my favorite moments in the issue. Kraven shooting lasers from his nipples just like Dr. Satan from Astro Boy. Deadpool making fun of Kraven's costume choices and alluding to Kraven's special relationship he has with animals. Mary Jane suddenly dancing during mid-conversation for no reason at all. Deadpool inner monologuing about how grotesque and mesmerizing Harry and Norman Osborn's hairstyles really are. Writing-wise, I think this was the issue where writer Joe Kelly really hit the sweet spot in his run on the Deadpool title. This issue shows how funnily, annoying, absurd, violent, but not quite as vulgar yet, an adventure that Deadpool is known for now. Artwork-wise, the Silver Age segments look spot on, and I had to check the credits again to see if John Romita Sr. drew it. I have to congratulate the artists working on this issue. The artwork easily segues back and forth between, at times, the outlandish charm of the Silver Age to the cartooning look of the late 1990s. Peter Woods did the penciling for this issue. Nathan Massengill did the inking for the 90s segments. Al Milgrom and Joe Sinnott did the inking for the 60s segment, and the colors was a Chris Sotomayor. Now that being said, my only issue with this story is the characters are behaving as if anything done in the past can affect the future or their present. That's not how time travel works in the Marvel Universe, however. All changing the past in the Marvel Universe will do is just create an alternate timeline. It's been like that since the 1960s. Now this is a nitpick because I don't believe this story has ever been referred to again. And also it's an enjoyable story, and in order for this story to work, you have to make that concession. I give this issue a strong recommend. The best issues of a character typically shows off the essence of the character, and while this issue doesn't show off the pathos that later stories will have, it is a great gateway comic for people just learning about Deadpool, and even people that are fans of him from various forms of media but may not know or have just overlooked this issue. Deadpool's early appearances are available, and this issue as well, in trade paperback. I don't believe his entire first ongoing series is completely collected, but with the movie coming out, I'm sure it will be soon. So until next time, goodbye.